All right, well, Bedford walks it off here tonight, a 5-4 win here over Riverside, and move on to a Class 1A district semifinal on Tuesday here now with a couple of contributors, Marcus Knight and also Brody King. And guys, just kind of start us off here, kind of a close one throughout that one. Just kind of give us the thoughts, kind of the takeaways on this win for you guys.
We can do a lot of stuff better. Just gotta the basket gotta just start earlier, but we got away with the win, and we get to keep playing, so that's always fun.
Yeah, definitely. We let things snowball in one inning. I think we had way too many errors and we didn't hit the ball. They out-hit us today, and that we just can't have happen, especially if we want to be where we want to be.
Obviously, you guys take advantage of the moments, though. Obviously, they're at the end also, Brody, for you. I know you had a couple of hits earlier, drove in a few runs. You end up being the walk-off front here tonight also. I guess just kind of take us through that last little moment there when you saw that throw down to third there coming.
Before that, I was just like, Coach, I might just do this myself. And I got that extra big lead once Sally went out of the windup, and as soon as that catcher threw it down, I knew I was going home. And then he overthrew, and it just made it easier for me.
Obviously, you also had that, I think it was a 2 RBI triple also a little earlier in the game. Just kind of talk about your night at the plate here tonight.
I don't know. I just really wanted to put the ball and play hard. That's all I really wanted to do. If you hit the ball hard in high school, it should get down.
Obviously, Marcus, so you come in there kind of the second half of that game or so, close that one out. Just kind of talk about, I guess, kind of your performance on the mound here tonight.
I could have done a little things better, but it's easy pitching with one of the better defenses behind you. You just got to throw strikes. If they hit it, they're going to make a play.
I was going to say, just kind of talk about that. Obviously, what's it like, obviously, to have those guys behind you that are making solid plays to keep you guys in that ball game?
It's great just to know I don't have to try to strike everybody else. I can pitch to contact, and I know they'll make the plays that we need to get the out. So it's fun, and it helps my arm.
I mean, one of the pitches for you, what was kind of working for you here tonight?
My fastball. That's kind of all I threw is my fastball.
When he like it, obviously, Brody, obviously, guys, you had that, obviously, kind of that pause there for a little bit, obviously, where you can kind of, sometimes get a little out of the rhythm or things like that. What was the message, obviously, to you and your teammates, obviously, after that?
I knew John was coming up to lead off that inning, the 9-batter, and I just told him, hey, you're not an average 9-batter. You know that. He knows that. And I just said, hey, get on base any way you can. You're going to start us up right here. That deflates anybody if your 9-batter gets on. So I just said, start it up, and we'll get it going.
So you guys will be moving on to take on Mount Air next Tuesday in the district semifinal. Marcus, just kind of talk about, obviously, being able to kind of keep the season going here today.
It's very fun. I'm glad I get to keep playing with my friends, and hope we can just keep doing that.
Congrats on the win here today, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Bedford walks it off here, 5-4 here over Riverside here in this Class 1A district quarterfinal here now with Coach Booker. And Coach, just kind of start us off here, kind of close throughout that one. Just kind of give us the overall thoughts, takeaways on this win for you guys here today.
I think the boys just kind of came in underestimating our opponent tonight. I think even I myself kind of underestimated them a little bit just based off the record, but they played a lot of quality competition this year. And, we get in playoff time, they have nothing to lose, and they showed up and they played, and our guys kept their head and made one more play than they did to pull it out there at the end, so couldn't be more proud of them.
So I kind of talk about that ending there. Obviously, they end up loading up the bases there for you guys, getting those force outs, but you guys take advantage of it. Just kind of talk about the mentality, obviously, for you guys kind of heading into that final inning.
Well, we knew we just needed to get a runner on, score a run. We got Brody over there to third, and Brody all season has made all three of the coaches want to pull their hair out at times because I think sometimes he thinks he is Superman and a lot faster than he actually is, but he's a gamer and he's going to make things happen, and he made something happen, and we're happily going on to the next round. So
I kind of talk about his performance, and obviously he was that walk-off run there, had a couple of big hits also earlier to drive in a few runs. Just kind of speak about his performance here tonight.
He's been here lately, he's been getting walked a lot, so he's seeing the ball well. He just hasn't been seeing many pitches to hit, so I was glad to see him drive that triple into the gap. I mean, I thought the kid was going to catch it because Brody has hit so many balls to dead center this year that the kids have caught that would be out on most fields, so I was glad to see that one get down for him. And he's an energy guy. He was pumped up when he got to third. He's pumped up when he had the triple. I mean, the team feeds off him. So
obviously, there was that pause there. Obviously, there's kind of a bit of discussion going on with the umps there for a little bit. But obviously, it could be a little bit of a momentum buster, things like that. What was the message, obviously, to kind of keep you guys focused there after that time?
We've been telling them all year we got to pick each other up and we got to control what we can control. That was the right call. I mean, he tried to get out of the box and got in the way and end up costing us a go-ahead run there that would have been huge, but that's baseball. I told Q in the dugout, I said, we live and we learn. I mean, that's life. I mean, we're going to have ups and downs, and, you just keep bearing down and doing the best you can and come out on top like we did today. So
It seemed like some of those opportunistic bats here there early in that one to kind of give you guys a little bit of a lead there early. Just kind of talk about the order. Just kind of it seemed like a lot of different guys were able to kind of chip in here tonight.
You know, I mean, 1 through 9, every night we've got somebody different kind of stepping up. I mean, we try to get those bottom guys on so Gary and Tim can come up and hit them around. But like you just said, we feel good with every guy up there at the plate. I mean, every one of them can come up with a big hit whenever we need it. So.
That's on the win tonight, Coach.
All right. Thank you.